Mike Murphy, here with
Rosanna Bonfilio.
Alright, to start off simply, what was the Journey Project, as far as you know?
Well, I guess I could tell you as far as I know. As far as I know, it was an opportunity for St. Bonaventure students to work out in the community and get a little money in exchange. So for agencies like the Red Cross, we got volunteers, but they got paid, so it's kind of nice.
Right. It's almost like community service, but with a little benefit type
Yeah, or a little job experience.
Right.
You know, depending, I think that sometimes they tried to match students up with jobs that would be interesting to them, but also some that might have been connected to their major in some way. But not always, but you know, that happened. We have had interns from the journalism school who have done things like written press releases for us, done PR work, helped run special events. We have a special event every March, which is Red Cross Month, called Storm the Mall, and it's a preparedness fair over at the Olean Mall. You know, educating people about how to be prepared for all kinds of different emergencies. Originally, it was based on that horrible storm that they had in Buffalo a couple of years ago with the snow and everything. And anyway, so we had an intern for 2 years in a row actually run the entire event. Do the publicity for it, set up for it, get different agencies to participate, find local businesses that would donate prizes, I mean like the whole bit. So we've done sort of special events, stuff like that. We also had someone who worked as a caseworker for us last year. We do utility assistance for folks who basically can't afford to pay like their electric bill and their gas bill and stuff. And we trained her how to do it, and she worked one-on-one with clients and kept people's heat on during the winter and cool stuff like that. The other thing that we do is we provide emergency communication to military personnel and their families. So let's say that there's a guy stationed in Iraq and his father died in the hospital in Olean or something, and we would be the communication link between the family and that military person to let them know what happened, and then sometimes to facilitate emergency leave so a person can go back for a funeral or something. And we've had interns handle those calls as well. So lots of stuff. I mean, pretty much involved in all the different programs that we have here. Oh, and volunteer to blood drives too.
Right.
And we've had interns actually act as volunteer coordinators. They're the ones that call the volunteers and say, we're having a blood drive next week, can you volunteer? So.
Alright, well, if I were interested, how could I get involved and work with you guys? What would I?
Well, I guess my understanding is that although the Journey Project doesn't exist anymore in name, that you guys have a new office. Oh, I've got papers somewhere in my office. I can't remember. Community something, I forget. And what we do is we direct students to go see the people there to find out if there's still funding left for the Journey Project. And so if they're able to get paid on that end, then we're pretty willing to give them some type of volunteer opportunity.
What would someone take away from this? Like,
you know, it's something to put on your resume, which can be very helpful, especially for somebody who may or may not have like a real job yet. You know, it kind of looks pretty good. The other thing is that I am very happy to write letters of recommendation and that kind of stuff for the students that have gone through our projects. Also, they can see what it's like to work at a nonprofit. I've had students who thought for sure, I remember this one girl, she thought for sure she was going to be an accountant. And then after working here and being involved in our education program, she's like, I want to be a teacher. I want to work with little kids. So sometimes it can completely change the way you're looking at your future.
Hands-on experience.
Yeah, hands-on experience. And then just basic, you know, dealing with the public. Honing in your skills on dealing with people who are in very stressful and upsetting situations. I mean, it can be pretty, I think, interesting for a student to have contact with somebody who, you know, is crying because their house just burned down, you know, stuff like that, which I think can really be, I know it doesn't sound this way, but I think that it can be pretty positive because it just expands your horizons and experiences and stuff that you've had in the world.
That's great. about it.
Okay.
Thank you
Well,
for your time.
thank you.